Hi everyone, I'm Tony Jackson. This video is actually quite unexpected. I've just finished filming the March 2020 Part 2 video where we did the activations on the astral body, the heart astral body with the earth, clear quartz and the rose quartz. You will have to watch that video so this makes sense. What I've been guided to do is actually send you some healing energy to help you integrate and process all that wonderful healing that we did in part 2. So here we go. I'm actually going to channel you some energy. So this is particularly energy for the people that have watched the March 2020 part 2. Therefore, you need this additional healing to help you with that big healing that we done in that video. So I'm actually just going to send you energy through the video. I hadn't prepared too much for this video, so I just finished filming the last one and I was packing up and they were telling me, how about you channel them some energy? So I just quickly got the video screen back and got ready and thought I'm just going to do it now, and so here we go. The energy I can feel is building up and coming through me. So as you watch this this video, the energy will be sent to you. So I'm actually going to start channeling it to you. I have a feeling that a lot of this energy is going into your solar plexus, and that's the way it's going to be absorbed into your body. Particularly, I'm saying to help you with the activations that we did in the March 2020 part 2 videos. So yes, or it can be absorbed into your aura or energy field in any way that you feel, but do direct some of it into your solar plexus just by your visualizations and your intentions. So I'm channeling it to you now. It's quite a soft, lovely energy and gentle. I'm just going to say, so while you're watching it, it will come to you. You can say to assist it. To assist the energy coming. It's my free will and choice to accept the energy that Tony's channeling. I ask my guides and higher self to help me to accept this energy. Now, as I said, I feel it's going into your solar plexus, but it can obviously absorb in anywhere in your aura or energy field. And it's coming through now. It is quite soft and gentle. It may be just a slight shift that we needed just to help us to come into alignment with those activations, the activation of the heart astral body with the rose quartz, love consciousness earth, and also the clear quartz earth activation. Really, those three energies come sort of as one, or they're kind of absorbed by your astral body as well, meaning the clear quartz energy and the rose quartz energy is kind of absorbed into your astral body as one energy, really. But they did get me to do it in 3 separate activations. And as I was saying, we started this process back in February with our February 2020 with our astral body activation at the heart level, followed by the rose quartz activation, the rose quartz love consciousness earth activation, and then for part 2, March 2020 part 2, we did the clear quartz activation, which was very powerful. My video just went blank, so I just pressed it on there. So this energy is coming through just to help integrate. Often I spin my hand around when I'm sending any, but this one just seems to be a little bit more gentle. I'm actually getting the visual of a stream of water, like a river, but not really a river, just a stream. So it's actually putting us in the flow as well, so we're not resisting where this is taking us, where this healing activation is taking us. Although we were working with the consciousness of the planet and helping people and assisting our own selves in a more pure love consciousness, I also feel like it's guiding us somewhere. So how can we be more effective in this time of awakening consciousness? What can we do to serve the planet is another kind of part to this healing that we've done. So I'm seeing this energy, we're going with the flow a little bit. It's allowing us to flow with the energy that we were given. free will and choice to accept this healing energy that's coming through, particularly for the people that did the March 2020 Part 2, Part 1 and the February before that, the February videos before that. I'm getting flashes of light too, so that maybe also doing more activations for you, deeper activations of what we've already done. I ask my higher self and divine self to help me to accept this energy. And if you have watched other energy videos that I've done, I sometimes twirl my hands around. It's just the feeling that I get when some of the energies comes through. This one's kind of a slightly different energy. It's more calm and relaxed. Just breathe it into your solar plexus. Just allow some of it to go into your solar plexus chakra. And then, of course, you can absorb it into any other. It can be absorbed anywhere. As I said, I'm particularly getting that it's going into the solar plexus. And then we say it's my free will and choice to ask my higher self and divine self to help me to accept this healing energy. I also ask to help process the healing activations we did, process and accept. And I allow this energy to help me to go with the flow. Now, I ask to be supported by my guides and the universe while this healing is activating within me. My hand is getting ready to spin, so we do need some different type of energy. So we're just getting a little bit of that spinny energy that I normally channel. And this too may be going into your solar plexus, or it can go anywhere into your energy field to help you accept and process the healing that we did. In addition, if you're feeling a little bit fearful, not sure, need reassurance, need protection, I call in the Archangel Michael for physical and spiritual protection. I like to ask for both, because physical's more for your home, your belongings, your physical body. Spiritual protections, all the rest, which I feel is quite important too, to ask for spiritual protection as well. I ask the Archangel Michael for physical and spiritual protection. I ask my guides, angels, higher self and divine self, and spiritual team, if you like, to fully support me in this shift. It must be going to activate a nice shift within us all. I'm protected on all levels. I release any fear or blocks to having myself fully participate, fully accept this healing. In addition, we can call in the Archangel Raphael just to heal any emotional energies that may be coming up. If this is kind of gently taking us down a stream, sometimes we're not quite ready to go down the stream, but then again we want to, and that can cause resistance, where you can sometimes feel, I wouldn't go as far as saying pain, but uncomfortable pressures in the body can be a sign of resistance. We then call on the Archangel Raphael to heal any resistance to this energy activation. The energy activation meaning what we did in Part 2, March 2020 Part 2. And I accept this on all levels of my being. Sometimes I've been saying in all levels, all directions of time, something like that can assist. And I think we're done. Let me just check if there's anything else, because I wasn't expecting to do this additional healing, but they have got me to do this in the February as well, where I was channeling energy. Still coming through. Breathe it in. Just take a deep breath and accept the energy. Ask my higher self and divine self to help me to accept this energy healing. As well, I'm seeing we're going down a stream. It's taking us somewhere in our lives as well. Do drink plenty of water. If you need to ground yourself, go out and touch something in nature, like the actual grass or the lawn, or the grass or the trees or something. Even a rock in nature can help you to ground. Sometimes if you can't go outside, massage your feet, or just imagine that your feet are actually on the ground. That can actually help you to ground. Sometimes just stroking your nose can even help you to ground, or patting yourself on the head. I've actually said for a grounding to ask your higher self to align you with the center of the earth. When we do these processes, we can feel a little bit sort of dizzy or ungrounded. So you may need to, you don't have to do it straight away. Once you've accepted the healing, you've processed it, you may feel that you wish to ground, or you may need to ground. I ask my higher self to align me with the center of the earth, and that will help you to ground. And I think we're finished now. Isn't that wonderful? Let me just check, because I thought we were finished at the end of part 2, but sometimes they do let me take a break and then they give me some additional information. It was important to expand our energies, which I did touch on at the end of March 2020 part 2, so do make sure you do that, as you're taking on more energy now, more healing, which will then really increase and expand your energy even again. So just be aware of that. When you actually have done a process like this, if you sit your energy in the same place that it's always been, it may become a little uncomfortable because your energy wants to expand. And when you actually do end up, and you expand your energy just by imagining it, or just by feeling it and sensing it, and you do allow it in a way, you can feel it. I'm expanding my energy. You can feel it. If you weren't doing that, the process may not be, or any processes now in these times, because of the accelerated energy, may not be as effective. And you may feel a little bit tense or something, because you're trying to compact your energy into a smaller area, where you actually need to now visualize that you are, or know that you are quite a big energy. So what we did, and I'm repeating it, I know, in the end of the March 2020 part 2, higher self and divine self, please help me become aware of my expanded energy. So I think we're done now. Isn't that interesting? Archangel Raphael, please help me heal any emotional blocks, energies, resistance to this wonderful healing process that we did. Archangel Michael, please help me, please protect me on a spiritual and physical levels. Thank you to the guides and higher self. I'm still getting a little bit extra energy. Isn't that interesting? People that work with the intergalactic energies, which I do, may wish to also use another form of protection that I was guided to use. Some people are very connected to the light beings, the interdimensional energies, energies from other dimensions. When I'm working with those energies, I also call in the Commander Ashtar, and the guidance that I was given from Commander Ashtar was to actually use the secure light protection. I probably mentioned that in my other videos. If you feel like you would like to use that as well, we will now call in the Commander Ashtar to add in the secure light protection. The secure light protection at a soul level. I feel like that's another additional protection that sometimes you feel you need when you're feeling a little bit, worried, fearful, shaky. Those protective energies can keep you very safe. And now that your energy is so fine and expanded, you may feel that you need to use protection every now and then. Some people don't feel like they need to, but if you do, there's the two protections that I use: Archangel Michael, or in addition, Commander Ashtar, Secure Light Protection, which was one that I was given to work with for myself. Let me just see. Sometimes we can have known and unknown resistance to any healing. I asked the Commander Ashtar, It doesn't have to be the Commander Ashtar. I ask my higher self and divine self to release any unknown resistance that I may have to fully accepting this energy or these healing activations that we did. Sometimes that shifts you. I felt a shift there too. We acknowledge any unknown blocks, and we can't acknowledge them because we don't know they're there. We accept that we may have some unknown blocks, and it's our free will and choice to release any unknown blocks that we might have and release them to the light. Gosh, we're not quite done. I think they're just trying a few things and telling us a few things, because some of those protection, the Archangel Raphael, the expanded energy, the known and unknown blocks, we accept that we can release and heal any unknown blocks, helps to activate the process fully. I think we're done. Isn't that wonderful? What an amazing process. Free will and choice to accept this healing energy on all levels, in all directions of time. I thank my guides, my angels, my higher self, my divine self, my spiritual team for assisting me in this magnificent healing of the earth consciousness, or connecting us to the earth consciousness. They're just doing some extra things, so I'm going to go with it. This is a separate healing, but it may be connected to what we're doing. Soul agreements. Now, that is when you have an agreement between you and somebody else in your life. You can have soul agreements with everybody that you know. On some level, you will have agreement, especially those people close to you. You do have an agreement on some level, a spiritual agreement that you'll come together and do some work. You don't always have to be aware of these agreements. It's just interesting in these times. We're shifting through a lot of the relationships and agreements that we've made, and we're finishing them and coming to an end and moving on to new agreements. So sometimes, just to finish off with, I'd just like to say all soul agreements, we acknowledge them and send them to the light for reassessment. We release those soul agreements that are no longer for our highest good, and we call in newest soul agreements and align with those. It's our free will and choice to release all soul agreements that are no longer for our highest good in our life. We acknowledge them and release them. We can say release them for review, because sometimes we haven't quite finished. And those that we have finished with, it's our free will and choice to fully release them. And also, it's our free will and choice to accept those new soul agreements and contracts that we wish to work with. I ask the higher self to verify those soul agreements, that we accept those ones that we've done with and release them. And we also ask the higher self to bring us the new soul agreements or new souls that we wish to now continue to work with. I ask my guides and higher self, your own spiritual team, to verify the soul agreements that are no longer for your highest good, and call in those new soul agreements, the soul, basically new people that need to be in your life. That was just an additional healing there. If you're feeling a little bit separated from things, separated from your own self in a way, sometimes we can have almost like an agreement with our own soul too, which is another whole thing together. I ask my guides, higher self, and angels to align me with my own soul. I ask to hear any guidance from my own heart and soul. It's my free will and choice to accept the agreement with my own soul. Isn't that interesting? Soul agreement, that would be purpose more along, but they're just using that in addition. I accept the higher purpose for my soul. I accept any agreements with my own soul and higher soul. Would be an interesting one. I accept all agreements with my own soul and higher soul. And we're done. Thank you very much, everybody. wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Those additional healings with the soul agreements, and that may have been just some block that we had to the original astral body activations that we've done. So we're done. So thank you so much for watching and participating with this. I really enjoy sharing those healing techniques with you. So now we'll look forward to the April video and see what's coming up. Please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you need to contact me, you can do so through my webpage or email. If you'd like to book in a private session, we can get through a lot in an hour, and they've been really amazing. There's guides are bringing through some wonderful new stuff. So if you had a healing in the past, do reconnect with me, because they've really updated what they do, and it's going in new areas that is kind of very powerful. It is very powerful. And if you'd like to experience a healing with me, then please feel free to contact me either through email, webpage, or where you see this video. If you have any comments about the video, please leave them below where you see them. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your experience with these videos. Other than that, I'm going to leave you here now. We thank the guides, angels, higher self, divine self. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in April. Okay, lots of love, and bye for now.